During the 1980s, it was one of the world's first software companies. We produced games such as Manic Miner. It was written by Matthew Smith, and I, at the time, was one of his closest friends. We were a bunch of misfits, Matthew being the biggest misfit of them all. We used to write Space Invader type games, Galaxians, for his spare time hobby. We actually got into programming by accident. We used to like playing around with computers. The Tandy computer was the one we had. That's when we learned how to program Z80. Matthew was in it for different reasons. Matthew basically wanted to prove he could do better than everybody else.
Benji. Tyhjiä katuja Crystal Palacein takana. Tunnin bussimatka keskustaan. Matthew Smith syntyi täällä. 1982, hänen ollessaan 7, perhe muutti Wallysiin, lähiöön Mercyjärven varrelle.
Wallasey is situated on a peninsula. Across the River Mersey we have Liverpool, there was a lot of mods and rockers, lots of mods and rockers, motor bicycles, bicycles everywhere. Everybody had the front doors open. You'd have the next door neighbour popping in, shouting and putting the kettle on, and the children would be running from houses to houses, playing.
Buses used to be on time, cheap fares, everything was subsidised. People were working, everybody had a job, families were happy, you know. Now they've just built all the promenade up, and all it is railings. It looks nice, but there's nothing there anymore. So it's like a ghost town, really. It's changed over the years, like.
Matthew Smith asuu teinivuotensa täällä. Eräänä päivänä koulussa hän leikkii Tandy-tietokoneella. Hän ohjelmoi Manic Minerin, yhden ZX Spectrumin myydymmän videopelin. Hän on vasta 16-vuotias.
The headmaster and the deputy headmaster were very tough on people who did cause trouble. Musselin School, where we were at school, was a very strict school. It had a very clear code of uniform. You had to wear a specific colour jumper. It couldn't be a blue jumper. It had to be a blue or a grey jumper. It couldn't be black, and you couldn't wear white socks. And you had to have the right tie. He was always slightly an odd kid. He didn't seem quite healthy somehow. He seemed to have spent too much time inside and maybe not enough time getting clean. At Musselin School in Wallasey, there was a teacher called Mr. Simcoe who'd set up a computer lab, and in there he had 3 TRS-80s, Tandy machines. I remember vividly Matthew Smith had created a scrolling game, very much like a sort of Defender type game, except vertical.
Mother Redcaps was an inn where the smugglers used to go and do all the business. And under Mother Redcaps was caves underneath Wallasey.
And they stretched from the promenade as far as New Brighton, as far as Wallasey village.
But I believe the tunnels are still there, like, you know.
Manic Miner was written over, it must have been about maybe 3-4 weeks maximum. It was the first real multi-level game. It was the first game on the Spectrum to capture people's imaginations. The Donkey Kong was around, that was around. There's only 4 levels though, and that was a very popular game simply because it had 4 levels. Manic Miner had 20 levels. Wow, you know, how are you going to ever finish that?